everybody, I'm Matt Hill. I'm honored to be here in Denver, Colorado. I'm at the Liberty building in downtown Denver, and I get goosebumps because I'm a big fan. Everything you have to say, I'm always trying to follow, and honestly, you're a mentor and a leader to our industry, so introduce yourself to those out there who don't know you.
Good to be here with you, Matt. Ron Gusek, I'm the president here at Liberty. We got the SPE Young Professionals here with us. Great to have an opportunity to have the whole group here celebrating together. It's fun to celebrate the oil and gas industry. It's an important part of our world, makes our lives possible each and every day, and so to have a chance just to get together and share some time and stories with them, lots of fun.
Yeah, this is our next generation. The C-suites that you all see right now, they're not going to be forever, and so we're so fortunate to give every last drop of our knowledge to them when we can, and here you are, you host them and say, hey, look, guys, here's my wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, important to take time to share some stories with them. I think we live in such a challenging world these days. The oil and gas space, particularly, a little bit vilified in the public eye, and that's a terrible thing. We're going to need another generation of employees in this place. We're going to need oil and gas for a long, long time to come, and so nice to have an opportunity to remind them how important what we do is, what an important contribution it makes to the world, and how important their careers are going to be for the livelihood of everybody on this planet. So nice to have a chance to share some stories with them about that.
Yeah, so those who don't know, Liberty is out there doing completion services, so frac, and we are in the business of not just making sure that the oil and gas resources come out of the ground and gets utilized for all the reliable and abundant resources we rely on for human flourishing, but here they are, arguably the best, if not one, at least one of the best, in the world right now, and hold most of the market share in America. And then here you are finding time to not just build the best teams and have the best equipment and do the best processes, but knowing full well to pass that knowledge on and do energy literacy and energy advocacy is very admirable.
Well, I appreciate that. It was I had a chance to share with the group here a story. We were down in Ecuador this summer for vacation, and while we were out on a bit of a horse ride, we saw a family that was down there in the creek doing their laundry by hand. And of course, that's not something we see here every day. That was the first time my girls had ever seen that happen. And of course, there are a lot of people out there in the world who don't have access to the world that we enjoy, don't have access to electricity, to clean cooking fuel, to a washing machine, and so they spend hours and hours a week in a creek washing clothes to keep their family in clean clothing every week, and that's a challenge we can overcome. That's an opportunity for us here to find a way to get them access to energy, ultimately lift them out of poverty so they can own a washing machine, and that's a life changer for them. And so to remind these people here that we have a very, very important mission that we are on, which is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, cost-effective energy, to make sure that everybody in the world has access to that, and that we, the billion privileged in North America and Europe, are not making decisions about everybody else's energy future. Of course, we have to worry about the climate. It's incumbent upon us to figure out the best possible way to produce every molecule of gas, barrel of oil that we're going to produce, that we should do so with the least impact possible, but we can't do so at the expense of the human well-being of the 6 billion people who don't live the way we do today.
A big takeaway from the ESG and what I've seen your book and it's amazing, but I've followed you all, and I'm reminded all the time of how we are the best at solving our own problems, and all those environmental problems. It's waste, we know it. So fundamentally, financial waste and environmental waste, at the end of the day, we want to solve those problems ourselves, and we're the best at doing it.
Absolutely. I mean, everything we do in the world has trade-offs. There are pros and cons to every decision we make, but we can't be bending over picking up nickels and dimes while dollar bills are falling out of our back pockets. So as Chris, our CEO, always says, we're doing $1 or $2's worth of benefit, and there's a nickel or dime's worth of damage. And of course, we want to do everything we can to reduce that nickel or dime's worth of damage to as small a number as possible, but we can't forget about the $1 or $2's worth of benefit we're doing each and every day. And it's important that group over there remembers that every day, so they get up and go to work. And
these guys get me choked up. I want to see more young people come into oil and gas. There's so many opportunities, regardless of what the media says or anybody out there. We need more people than ever before. it may be we're not maybe slinging a sledge anymore, but it's the engineering, it's the technology, it's the software. It's just going to take a lot more people now than you realize. So please come and join our ranks. Ask Liberty for a job. They got a lot of amazing ones on their team. I've never heard anybody complain about working for Liberty.
Absolutely. Always love to have new people on the Liberty team.
Yeah, you got a great team. God bless
Thanks
you
very
for what
much.
you do. Take care. We'll see you next time, everybody.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.